Is it okay to be part of a clique in a workplace? This is a letter I got, and I have made it clear in a lot of my videos that being part of a clique or being part of a bullying club doesn't pay. It really doesn't. Okay, let's talk about it. So in this letter I got, is it okay to be part of a clique? And I think what this person is essentially asking is, in some places, and I've worked in places like that, where it almost seems like you have to pick teams. You have to pick. They've made everything so like team sports, right? So it's like, if you're not part of you have to be a part of a clique to actually essentially survive. This fosters a very, very unsuitable and inhospitable, is that a word? Place to work. And I can tell you right now, the people, the nurses, the aides working there are not happy. No, it is not okay to be part of a clique. You do not have to be part of a clique. If anything, this is what cliques do. They cannibalize each other. That's what happens. They really hate each other, but it's all, they kind of bandy up together. It's a way to survive, right? Because it almost seems like if you're not part of a group or part of a sect, then you're essentially, you're on the outside. And so it's easy to pick on you. This is really sad. What I would advise you to do is just find somewhere else to work. I have seen what cliques do to people that are so-called friends. Let me just tell you right now, at work, in case I haven't done this video before because I thought I did, then maybe I probably need to do it. The people at your job are not your friends. You need to understand that. They are not your friends. They will tell on you. They will backstab you. It's one thing to backstab and take the knife out. This one will backstab, put the knife in and twist it. And even when you're screaming out in excruciating pain, they keep digging into it. That's how bad it is. And I know it's not only just in the nursing department, it's everywhere. But because I'm a nurse, I'm going to talk to and speak to the nursing culture. Okay. And when I say nursing, I've said this over and over again here. Nursing is a department. So essentially it comprises nurses and CNAs. Please get on board. So, it is not okay to be part of a clique. I can tell you that right now, because, if you are part of that clique, be ready to kiss ass. And it depends on the amount of kiss assing that is needed. And it's determined by the head bully, the head mean girl in charge, okay? So if you're good with kissing ass, if you're good with calling black white or white black and not telling the truth, and you can live with yourself with lying and being mean to people and lying, and I keep saying lying because that's essentially what they do every time, every day, okay? Getting into other people's businesses and putting people in trouble, getting people fired. If you are that type of person, then you might do very well in a clique, because that's essentially what cliques do. And the other thing they do is they internalize, they turn on each other. So I can tell you this right now. Let me give you an instance. So there was a place I worked somewhere in Ohio. I'm trying not to call the name of the place, but I'm sure whoever listens will probably know where this is. Somewhere in East Galbraith. Okay, for those who know Greater Cincinnati, there's the Galbraith Road. Okay, whatever, figure it out. So I worked there like 10, 11 years ago. Maybe it's even more than that now. Damn. And the DON that I worked with was very, very cliquish. Like seriously cliquish. So all the nurses, I think I've shared this on my channel before. All the nurses who worked with her, even her ADON, they were all under her. She was the queen bee, and they all worked under her. And they cannibalized each other, of course. I mean, they bullied. They bullied every non-cliquish person, and anyone that was not in their group was bullied. So, and I was one of those, because I remember coming in through an agency and they just wanted to pull a fast one on me. And I'm like, nah, I wasn't having this. And I actually had it out with a DON, and I told her, I'm like, you're a bully. You're a bully. But if you think you're all that, then why do you need all this posse? Clearly you're a scared person. I mean, it got to that point where I had to say some truths. Okay. I had to, because my thing was, okay, so, I'm with the nursing agency. If you don't want me, I don't have to come here. I wasn't even going to come back. They even bullied the administrator. He was a guy. And I think I've said this before. It was a guy, he was a white guy, and the DON was a black woman, and she had all this cliques, of girls around her. So the guy could not even talk. I mean, a young guy at that, oh please, it was just terrible. But one thing I found out is they all started to get in trouble, and when they get in trouble, they're just going to look for the weaker person, or the person they think they can, I don't know, do away with. So that's why I'm saying being part of a clique, it doesn't help your self-esteem. It's actually going to eat and strip you of your self-esteem, of your self-worth. You're going to find that you can't sleep. You're going to have anxiety. You're going to have PTSD. You're going to have depression. Why? Because a lot of the things you're doing are not right. It's going to go against anything like any normal human would fight against. But because you're part of that clique, you keep quiet when you're supposed to speak up. So that is the sad thing about being part of a clique, okay? It is not okay. If you work in a place that is so cliquish, and let's say the DON is cliquish, I'm going to just advise you, see if you can find another job. Find another job, because a lot of people go into cliques are very sad and miserable people. Okay. And if you're not part of that clique, it's like a cult. If you're not part of it, well, then you are the enemy, and they're going to zero in on you. You're going to come into their crosshairs, and they're going to find a way to get rid of you anyway. So you might as well just leave before that happens, because they'll find a way to lie on you. They'll find a way to frustrate you. Look, this is the thing. Even if you didn't want to go, they're going to frustrate you to a point where you're going to leave. Okay. It's either they're going to pile on your schedule, your table, you can't take time off. And even when you're supposed to, they're going to find some way to, you're just going to be miserable. Okay. So my advice is find a place that is less cliquish. There are cliques everywhere. Okay. And then for those that are in the cliques, let me just tell you this now. You're not safe either. Okay. For whatever reason, the queen bee, whatever reason, because anything, she's very whimsical. Okay. If she's not happy with you, or someone said something about you, she's probably not bothering to check if it's true or not. She's going to turn on you. She's going to get all the others to turn on you. And a lot of times they end very badly. They go as far as doing very diabolical stuff, like things that could mess with your license. Child, look, there's no need for all that. Seriously. I mean, you don't know these people from a can of paint. Why do you need them? If you think you need them, then you need some counseling session, okay? Go for therapy, because your self-esteem and your self-worth need to be bumped up. If you think you need a clique, you need to be part of this clique to survive, something is amiss. Something is wrong, okay? It is not okay to be part of a clique. I can tell you that right now. I've seen where cliques just, oh my God. There was a clique that somewhere I worked, again, they were cliquish because they all thought they were friends. And then they found out one was sleeping with one's husband and all the others turned on her. Look, nothing good is going to come out from you being a clique. I can tell you that right now. Some will enjoy it because they have a mean streak, because they're evil. And then there are those who just follow, and those are the ones that become victims, okay? You're just following. You haven't sworn anything. Maybe you swore something. Again, I just see them as being a cult, okay? There are those who are just born evil, and they thrive on evil, and they're miserable, and things are going wrong in their lives, and they want people, they need to cannibalize on people, they need people's blood. Again, blood is metaphoric here, or metaphorical, but then again, there's more to it than that. I know of cliques that they've taken on the almost cultish, or the occult behavior. Look, no, don't belong to a clique. You don't need it, okay? One thing, because he's not gonna pay you. I'm not talking about money now. I'm talking about you, your psyche, even your physical health, your emotional well-being. You don't need that, please. So my answer is no. You do not need to belong to a clique. If you feel you need to belong to it, you need to ask yourself why. You cannot lie to yourself. And then if you find that you need validation or you're scared for your job, look for another job. And if you need validation from people who don't know you, who are just going to use you, abuse you, no, something's wrong. Go for counseling. Okay, that's my take on it. Again, please let me know your comments. If you got some good nuggets from today's outing on my video, please give me a thumbs up. That shows me your support, that you still love me. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.